So I am gonna have to tell my grandpa not to watch this video. Chips.
He's got to check the bag, make sure there's nothing in there for Ted.
I just found them sitting literally right there. I really need to wrap some Christmas presents.
I hope they have them.
They should. Okay, so the first thing that I got Will for Christmas this year is welcome back to today's video. It's 12:40, it's almost 1 o'clock this afternoon. I woke up this morning and you guys saw I got a few clips of me reading my book this morning. Last night I went to bed reading it and I didn't really get very far. I got a couple chapters into it. I went to bed this morning, I woke up because I got to a really good point in my book last night and I wanted to read it and I kind of spent like 2 hours reading it. So I had to put it down because I had to get my homework started because I didn't get any done yesterday, which I meant to start on Monday and today's already Wednesday. So I put my book down and I did start on some homework. I've been working on it pretty much all morning. I really need to wrap some Christmas presents, which you guys can probably tell we don't have our Christmas tree up. Our Christmas tree is gonna go over here this year. I'll show you guys. It was actually over here last year. I repainted this bookshelf that used to be in our office, and so I painted it white and put my books over here. So it's gonna be a new spot for it back in this corner, but I'm excited to see how it looks. I ordered Will some Christmas presents so I could just get ahead. I'm gonna get back to doing my homework for a little bit and then we're gonna find a stopping point and go wrap some Christmas presents. To show you guys what I got Will for Christmas. We're gonna start with this one. Okay, so the first thing that I got Will for Christmas this year is a pair of Crocs. Probably around a year ago, Will was digging like in his mom's garage and he found his old pair of camo Crocs from high school. And this past summer, he ended up throwing them out. He wore them like, ever since he found them out of the garage, he wore them all the time. They ended up getting a hole in the bottom of the Croc, but I had them on my list this year to grab. So I grabbed him a pair of the camo Crocs from the Croc store. Also got a couple of little, like the little charms that go on the Crocs. Try to get him some that were like funny. First ones I got are these fly fishing ones. There's a little net, there's a fish, I think it's a trout, there's like a tackle box and just one that says fly. Obviously he doesn't have to put all of these on his Crocs. He can just pick and choose where he wants to put them, if he even wants to use them. Me and Will have this like ongoing joke. If you've watched SpongeBob, out of all the characters, Will would be a Patrick, so I thought this was kind of funny to put on his Croc. And then I also just got a sports one, which is the Vanderbilt Commodores, but they've been doing really good this year and Will's been a fan of them for a long time. He can put these charms wherever he would like. I think this is also a really good stocking stuffer if you know someone who has a pair of Crocs. I'm gonna have to find a box or something to wrap these shoes. Oh, I just realized they put like 2 packages together. So I got Will some, I don't even know what these are. They're basically lures for his fishing. In case you're wondering, which you're probably not, I really don't know a lot about fishing other than using a rooster tail. These 2 of these were on his Amazon wish list this year. Will is so particular about his fishing stuff. Like every day he takes a different thing depending on the weather, what fish he's fishing for. And if I were to pick something out, it probably would be that. So anyway, the next thing that I got Will was a rice cooker. He has been asking for one of these because recently he's been into, I'm sorry if I keep looking outside. I feel like I keep seeing people get out of their car. But he's been asking for a rice cooker this year because he's been making a lot of stir fry recently and it's just something easy to make. Like he makes a lot of, like I said, stir fry. He'll put like chicken and bell peppers and stuff in it, and I've heard that using a rice cooker is a lot easier. It just cooks your rice like perfect every time and it doesn't typically take as long. There's like a ton of things that you can use this for. There's like soups, bean, it looks like oatmeal. Okay, the last thing that I got so far for Will, I mean I guess you call it a selfie stick because I actually have this exact same one, but Will was telling me when he saw mine, it's so easy to set your phone on. Hang on, okay, I have mine like really far out because I had it like standing up. Oh Lord, just show you guys. So I can obviously make it really long. This is where you would record or take a picture, whatever. This is your phone. You just snap it on and you can literally like do whatever. My dad loves to like sit in bed and watch YouTube videos like at nighttime. So I told him that he needs to get one of these so you can sit it next to your bed. You can like turn it sideways, you know, if you want to like watch a movie. And this also adjusts, so it can adjust down or backwards, whatever you want. But then it also like collapses. So it'll go really small and then you can fold this like over, and then you just have this. So if you're traveling, whatever, it's super compact. I really, really like this. Will has seen that how mine was, and he actually wanted one for his boat whenever he goes fishing. A lot of times Will is by himself whenever like he goes fishing on his boat, and he wants to be able to like take pictures of his fish. So this is just such an easy thing because it's so compatible. Also, I didn't show you guys this because I don't really use this part because I don't really need it as much. But there's a little remote here. So this actually pops out and you can use it to like take a selfie. So you can set your phone up way over there, hit the remote, and it'll take a selfie of you, which I think Will definitely use. It's so multi-purpose. I mean, you don't have to be someone who loves to take pictures of yourself. If you know someone who's really into outdoors, like hunting, fishing, they want to take a picture of their fish, their deer, whatever, this is great. So I'm gonna wrap everything that I showed you guys so far, and then we'll go from there. I just finished wrapping all of those gifts. I sat them over here in the corner. The last one, you guys, we always save all of our Christmas like bags and stuff, and that's just a box. I'm sure it's from Hobby Lobby, and his Crocs fit perfectly. I also hung up his stocking over here. He actually got this little stocking holder at the thrift store, but I put his lures and his Croc charms in there. Hi friends, welcome back to the next day. Today's Thursday and it is 11:45 and Will just left this morning. If you guys saw, he was putting together a Christmas present that we got from my grandpa. So I am gonna have to tell my grandpa not to watch this video. He didn't quite get it finished because he has a couple of errands to run today, but unfortunately like he has to go to like this specific bank and we don't have one close to us, so he has to go back home and he's gonna go back up with his mom. His mom recently moved to where we live, but they're gonna go and visit with his grandma and stuff. But you guys know I've been talking about working on my paper, and so I have got to get that done today. I'm going to take Teddy and we're gonna go to my grandpa's for pretty much not all day, but I'm gonna try to leave before 5 because that's like rush hour traffic, so I might leave around like 3 or 4. But that's the plan for today, you guys. I am going to grab my backpack, I'm gonna grab Teddy, I'm gonna head out and we're gonna go and work on that. Oh, also you guys, I meant to tell you, I'm in the same like lounge suit that I am yesterday, so if you guys see that, I'm never ever a person that likes to wear like 2 outfits like 2 days in a row. But I took a shower yesterday and then I put this on and I didn't go anywhere yesterday. I just like sat at home, worked on my paper. So we're gonna get everything ready to go and then we're gonna head out. So let's go. I was looking everywhere for these earrings that I wore yesterday and I just found them sitting literally right there. And I looked everywhere. Just put some different earrings in, so we should be okay there. Good boy. dollar store run.
Teddy's a good boy.
Say dollar store, Teddy. Papa, what are we getting?
Pringles.
For Nana.
Yeah, I hope they have them.
They should.
Chips.
Chip.
Christmas tree. Pringles.
Chips.
Teddy's got to check the bag, make sure there's nothing in there for Teddy.
Yeah, he always does that. To make sure there's no TOY.
You know, I ordered that.
What?
I guess he won't hear me.
What?
That big octopus.
Oh, yeah.
Away, and it hadn't come yet.
Is it through Amazon? Teddy. In there. Hi guys, it's a little bit later. It is 5:10. I made it back home from my grandparents' house. My camera battery ended up dying while I was outside with Teddy. But I wanted to update you guys on my book, The Rose Bargain. You guys saw me go in the store and buy this one. I finished the book last night. Probably give this book like a 3.75. I really liked the premise behind this book. Like, I loved everything about it. But the ending was a little bit, it was just weird. Like, if you've read this book, then I feel like you understand. And there's some questions that I definitely have. I think that there's going to be another book. I think it actually is coming out next year. I think that the ending was a little bit rushed. To give you an example, I don't really think that this is a spoiler because you kind of know from the get-go that all these girls are going to date the prince and try to, you know, be his bride or whatever. And like kind of very last minute, the queen is like, okay, you only have like 2 days left of this experiment and it's supposed to be like 12 weeks left. And so I think that it was just rushed in a way where the ending was just kind of like it all happened at one time and then that was that. So I have a lot of questions, but I do think that there's another book, so I will be excited to read that. I don't know what book I'm going to start next. I have a couple of physical books that I actually have. Obviously I can always like get a book on my iPad that I can read. I have a whole list of books that I want to read, but I'm definitely a mood reader. Like, I was kind of tired of reading like romance, so I switched to fantasy, and now I don't really know what direction I want. So I'm trying to decide if I want to start a new book that I already have or download one to my iPad. But I kind of want like a cozy fantasy book. I really want to finish Throne of Glass, which is The Empire of Storms. I think that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of those books, and I'm on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 6th book, and I have to finish the 6th one, and then there's 2 more after that. I really want to finish that because you guys know I love Sarah J Maas. For people that like don't read fantasy, I think it's a little bit harder to understand that like the level of like comprehension that goes behind fantasy book, especially Sarah J Maas, because she's like known for her world building. And if you guys have ever seen Lord of the Rings, I like to say that there's so many characters that are involved, there's so many wars, there's so many perspectives of different characters. That's kind of like a lot about Sarah J Maas's books. There's a lot of wars going on, there's a lot of alliances, so you kind of have to like concentrate and be like, okay, so you're over here, you're over here. You have like relationships going on with different characters. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to sit and like concentrate. The first ever book that I read by Sarah J Maas was the Crescent City series. I still have in my notes app, you guys. I have notes about all the places, the characters, who was like with who. I was so close to putting the book down and being like, I cannot read this. I stuck it out and I finished the whole series, and I'm really glad because it got me thrown into her other books.
finishing the job. We are in part 2, putting together what feels like a 200-pound chair. It is heavy. This is a Christmas present for a very special someone. So it's gonna make sure it's sturdy.
We're gonna give it a test when we're done.
Yeah, big boy gonna